Good morning, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Jenkins. It's Monday, May 18th. I'm very excited to do this lesson today. We are done with our Nat Geo lessons on letters A through Z. And so we're going to start working on vowels, on long vowels especially. We've been already working on short vowels. It's very exciting because I've been teaching a long time. I've taught kindergarten a long time, and we used to just do short vowels. We left the long vowels for the first grade teachers to teach. But the new Nat Geo program, we started using it last year. And when we're done with short vowels, they do get into long vowels and the silent E rules, and that's what we're going to do today. So I'm very excited because when you can read short vowel and long vowel words, you're really on your way to reading almost anything. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around. We're going to take a look at the pocket chart. I set it up with our vowels. Boys and girls, you already know what the vowels are, right? Let me get a close-up. Vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, okay? And we have done this in class before, but the reason vowels are so important is because they can make a short vowel sound, a short sound, and they can also make a long sound. So most letters of the alphabet only make one sound. The letter B always says B, B. The letter P always says P, P. The letter J always says J. But vowels can make two sounds. The letter A can make a short sound like we hear when we say alley, alligator, but it can also make a long sound. And the long sound of A is A, like in angel. So we've got alley, alligator is the short sound, and angel makes a long A sound. You hear A when we say angel. Okay, the next vowel is E. E can make a short sound like elephant, and it can make a long sound like in the word eagle. You hear the name E when you say eagle. The letter I can make a short sound, like in any inchworm, and it can make a long sound, I, like in ice cream. The letter O says ah, like Ollie Octopus, but it can also say its name. The long sound of O is O, like an oval. Okay, the letter U makes a short sound, umbrella, or it can make a long sound, U, like in unicorn. And then Y we know says yeah. We always call Y tricky Y. A lot of times Y is paired up with an A and it just makes a long A sound. Or sometimes it makes a long E sound or a I or a I sound. So Y is kind of a tricky letter. That's why we say the vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. There goes my dog. Well, I want to teach you a little song. Maybe we can sing over the top of his barking. Okay, and we have sang this in class before, but this will be fun to do. Okay, there are some letters we all know. They are called the vowels. A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Every word has one, every word has one, every word has one, A, E, I, O, U. I love that song because it says every word has a vowel. Any word you can think of your name right now. Every one of us in our name, we have a vowel. Maybe it's A, maybe it's E, I, O, or U. Some of you have two vowels in your name. Some of you have three vowels in your name, right? Okay, some of you have two E's in your name or two I's in your name. Okay, so every word has a vowel. So we're going to concentrate on these lessons for the next couple of weeks. We're going to concentrate on one vowel at a time. And today, the vowel is going to be A. All right? And then this is going to be our magic letter. This is our magic E or silent E. So I'm going to start out with just a word that everyone knows, okay? All right, C-A-N. Now, if we go to sound that out, we go K, A, N. Now we're going to blend the sounds. K, An. Okay? You guys guys have gotten really good at sounding out short vowel words. Okay, usually when the vowel is alone, there's no other vowels in the word, it usually makes the short sound. I have to say usually because there's so many exceptions to that rule, but that's what I would start with. I would always start with a short sound if it's the only vowel, if it's all alone. Okay, now we're gonna add da 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 magic E. I wish I had some sparkles or something around that. I'm gonna put it here. Now, this letter is going to be silent. Okay, we're not gonna sound it out because otherwise it'd be k and eh, canna. That's not a word, is it? Okay, so we can't hear it. It's silent, but it's like it comes over here and sprinkles its magic dust on the A and changes its sound. So we're going to change the A sound to the long A sound, and we just change the word can to cane. Cane, like a sugar cane. It's a plant. Cane. All right, we could do the same thing with this word. I know you guys are going to be able to read this, probably before I get to it. Okay, let's go like this. Pan. Pan. I cooked my eggs in the frying pan today. Now when I add the E, we don't hear the E. We're not going to make it sound. Okay, but what it's going to do, it's going to change the sound of the A to a long A sound. Pa-ain. Almost like I can, oops, I thought that was blank. Okay, almost like I can cover it up. Okay, so it changes the A sound to a long A sound. Instead of pan, it's pain. Now this is not the kind of pain like, oh, I fell down and I'm in so much pain. This is like the window pane. Okay, the wood around the window is called the pane. All right, let's try this one. All right, actually, I think I need to use capital for this. I got a capital J, so we've got J and Jan. Jan is a girl's name. But when we put silent E on the word, it's going to make the A say its name. It's magic E, right? So instead of Jan, we just turn this word into Jane. Jane. And we have a Jane in our class, Jane Salinger. Jane, honey, this is how you spell your name, right? You've known that you have a silent E in your name. You don't hear it. Jane. Okay, let's change this up a little bit. And I'm going to put my N down here and change this to an A. And I think we could do a few more words. I have the letter S, and I did get a capital. Can you read that, boys and girls? Sam. Remember Sam I Am from Green Eggs and Ham? Now when we put the E on it, we're going to change the short A to a long A, and that makes this word same. Okay, my sister and I have the same last name. Okay, now we would use, if we were doing the word same, we would use a lowercase. All right, now speaking of my sister's name is Tammy, but we call her Tam. I also have a neighbor named Tam. Tam. But if I put a silent E on the end, I'm going to change that to lowercase, I can change the word Tam into tame. The horse was wild, but now it's tame. Okay. All right. Good job, you guys. All right. So we're going to sit down at the desk. This is our first lesson for the long vowels. So it's a little bit longer. When we get to the other vowels, we should have enough time to maybe read a book too, but I don't want the lessons to get too long. My lessons have been like lately 20-25 minutes, and I really only want them about 10-15 minutes. Okay, so I went ahead and made this worksheet on my computer. You absolutely do not have to make this worksheet on your computer, but what you could do is get a blank piece of paper, draw a line down the middle. Mine's not going to be super straight because I'm not using a ruler, but look, and you can do it along with me. So you could put number 1. Right? I wanted to go ahead and make this because I wanted to be able to do it a little bit faster. All right, you guys know this word, at. It's a sight word and it's a sound out word. So what I want to do is change the word at and put a silent E. If we put a silent E, the E will make the A say its name, okay? And so we're going to write it over here. Instead of at, we just turn that word into 8. Hey, you know what? I think I'm going to keep that at. So I'm going to erase that. So what you're going to do on your paper is make a number 1. And on this side, you're going to write at. And then on the other side of that line, you're going to put a silent E on it and turn at into 8. Now I want to show you something. I've got my cool little magic pen here, and I clicked the red. And so when it's a short vowel, okay, there's a little mark. It looks like a little cup, almost like a little U. All right, that means if you're sounding this out phonetically, let's say you go to a dictionary, they might use that mark in there to show you that that is a short sound. But when you have the long sound of A, you put a line over the top of it. And I would like you guys to do that so you get used to this is at, and this is 8. Okay, number 2. We've got the word can. This is the one that I did in the pocket chart. So can. I'm going to move over to this side. I'm going to write it can. But we're going to put a magic E on the end. And what does that do? It makes the A say its name. So we just turn the word can into cane. Remember, we don't hear this one. Okay, so you guys are going to do the same thing. You can just put a number 2. And we write can. That one we can sound out, right? And then over here, I guess I could number these too so we could keep track a little better. This time we're going to write ain with a silent E. We don't hear it. And I'm going to put my lines over the top, right? That's a long A, and this is a short A, so I make the little cup. I'm going to turn it back over. All right, let's sound out this word. Tap. Like I'm tapping my pencil right here. Okay, on this side, we're going to start with tap, tap, and we're going to put a silent E on the end. We don't hear it. What I'm going to do, I'm just sort of going like this, crossing it off so I can show you. You don't hear it, right? But it needs to be there. Don't erase it because it's going to make the A say its name. Let me turn it over. So this is how you guys are going to do it. You're going to write both. You're going to write, I had to made my own because I didn't want to forget any of these words I wanted to use. App. And on this side of the line, we're going to write the same word, but we're going to turn it into tape. Okay, I made a videotape or a recording, or scotch tape. I used some scotch tape to fix the ripped paper. Okay, you guys are doing great. All right, now we've got the word mad. Don't be mad, be glad, right? And if we write the same exact word, mad, but we put a silent E on the end, we just turn the word mad into made. Turn the paper over and write number 4. And I want you guys to write it. Ma-ad. Okay. And on this side, we're going to write the exact same word. Ma-ad. But we're going to put a silent E. We don't hear that E. It's there to make the A say its name. So instead of mad, we just turned it from mad to ma-aid. I made my bed this morning. I forgot to do this, so let's go back. We're going to put the little short mark here, the short mark here, short vowel, and the long vowel is a straight line over the A. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to turn this over again. We're almost done. Okay, let's sound out this word. Cap. Okay, I wore my baseball cap to the game. On this side, I'm going to write app. But I am going to put a silent E on the end. The silent E is going to make the A say its name. So now it's not cap. It's ape. Cape. Little Red Riding Hood wears a red cape. So again, you guys are going to write app on one side. That's the short A sound. And on the other side, you're going to write ape. This would be a good thing to do on a wipe-off board. But if you do a wipe-off board, can you take a picture of it before you erase it? And then you can send me the picture and I can see that you did this lesson. And boys and girls, what I've been doing is I've been sending kids little emojis and stickers, and I'll take your paper. I found a little, not an app, but on the Instagram, I put like a star on your paper or a happy face on your paper, and I can send it back. It's almost like we're in the classroom and I'm correcting your paper. Let's do one more, and then we'll go back and read them all. Oh, here's my favorite. We've got the word Jan. My computer makes a J like this, so I'm going to put a top on it like that. Jan, that's a girl's name. We're going to write it, but we're going to turn it into Jane. Hey, Jane, everyone's writing your name. Jane. So let's do it over here. Okay, Jan, Anna, and we can write it here with a silent E. Magic E makes the A say its name. I'm going to put the long vowel because when we go back to read these, it'll remind us to make a long A sound. And on this side, a short A sound. All right, let's go back and read them. Well, let's read all the short vowels first. We've got at, can, tap, mad, cap, and Jan. But when we add silent E, now we have long A words. We've got ate. I ate the cake. We've got cane, sugar cane. We've got ape, tape, the Scotch tape. Aid, I made a cake. Ape, cape, I wore a cape. And Jane. We miss you, Jane. Okay, that's all for now. It looks like that was about 17 minutes, so we do not have time to read books. But the next time we are going to read the books. I got them all set out here. And guess what? The book we're going to read is going to have long vowels in it. The long A sound. So I'm excited about that. We'll do that this week also, okay? Okay, boys and girls, bye.